Calling all beings, y'all. Let's get it.
Put your hands together. Put your hands together.
Can I get a amen for everybody calling all beings nation? And I got the tie-dye on tonight because we got two awesome, cool, free Karen Reed, beautiful ladies in the joint to hang out with y'all. You know who I'm talking about. So let's get them up on the stage right here. Put your hands together for my homegirl. We're talking about, wait a minute, before we even get the applause going, let me just say something. This is what's up in this joint, okay? Before we say hello to all y'all in the chat, if you're a listener in this joint, you can get up in here. You're a listener, you're a member, you can get on air. Because these two people that are sitting backstage right now are listeners who are now friends. And they're getting up on air with me, and we're going to be talking to you. And I'll tell you what, we're going to read some Olivia Lambo tweets, and we're going to hear what kind of accents they can do. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to see what you got, Christina Rasmussen. So, party people, put your hands together for the one and only Indiana hashtag Free Karen Reed Warrior, Christina Rasmussen. Can I get it? Man. Hey, Christina, welcome home, girl. Uh-oh, we can't hear you. Your mic be muted. There you go. Test. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we might have to recheck. So check your audio settings, because when you did the Google Voice for me, I don't know if that affected it, because right now we should be able to hear you. I promise you guys that we did a mic check. We did a mic check before, so she's going to go out and come back. So let's introduce our next guest host for tonight. This young lady is at Boston Girl. Hopefully she's going to have that on. She's got Sara, Shawk, and Horrah on there. But yeah, this young lady has become a friend also. Sara is a listener. She's mod for Melanie Little, the amazing Melanie Little. Yes, her attorney. And she's also helped me out with some programming stuff. And I'm able to speak with her and bounce some show ideas off of her. And she's just, she gives great advice because she's just a brilliant lady. So party people, put your hands together for the one and only Sara, Shawk, and Horrah!
Hey. Hey, everybody.
Sara, Shawk, and Horrah.
That was a very kind welcome. Thank you.
Somebody who I'm finna be having a meal of food with here in a couple weeks. We're getting close to 2 weeks, girlfriend.
We are. You better hope that the football games that night aren't good.
Oh, I thought you were saying the snow. I thought the snow was my barrier. Okay.
No. Then I realized it's one of the playoff weekends, so we'll have to. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to blow you off. I'm just giving you.
Yeah, I mean, football games are going to happen, but me coming to Massachusetts is only going to happen a couple of times a year. So
I know. I'm teasing.
But it will happen again this year.
Hey.
So we're going to try again with this girl from Indiana. So I met her through, she was kind enough to leave YouTube comments about the show. And I make an effort to answer every single YouTube comment, which reminds me I need to go and do that for this week, because this week has been nuts with a lot of stuff that's been going on in the community. And maybe I'll get into that a little bit tonight if the ladies will give, are okay with it. I might talk a little bit of conflict resolution. So those of you who are in Massachusetts who are battling the forces of the McAlberts that think that you're sort of alone and that people out there are people that are thinking about you every single day when they wake up, they're like, what's going on in Massachusetts? How are these guys? What's happening? What's happening with Turtleboy's case? What's happening with Karen's motions? What kind of crazy bias is Judge Bev getting up to? One of those people is Indiana's own Christina Rasmussen.
Take two. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Got you loud and clear.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. Again.
Welcome back. I'm glad we got this. Happens, man.
It does.
I've had to do this on my own show. Like I left Sean and Nurse Kim to host because my internet was going out. So I had Xfinity there like the next day, and I got my internet fixed. So, welcome, ladies. Welcome to the cab.
Thank you.
We talking about listeners turn hosts, right? Yeah. All right.
I wouldn't go that far. Not me.
What are you talking about? You got no. I'm sorry. We get All right, let's start saying hi. I want you guys to start saying hi to people in the chat. So do the damn thing. So start at the top. We got Julie. Right? Go ahead. Do your thing.
Hello, Julie. Sherry.
Love Julie.
Mr. Sweeney. Let's see who else is in there. Where's my
Dennis
Miss
Handsome
Jessica?
Sweeney?
Yes,
Yep.
Mr. Sweeney. Love you, Mr.
Ernie
Sweeney.
Birdie!
Mr. Sweeney, you are a legend, sir. Legend.
I'm going to tell you what. He is a G. When you talk to that dude, that you don't want to mess with that guy. I'm just going to just don't mess with that man. That's all I got to tell you. My homegirl, my co-collaborator for Cab, who's going to be co-hosting on Sunday night, Beatrice in the joint.
Oh, B.
What's up, homegirl? And what do we got here? We have a mystery singer. We could have used you tonight because I was thinking about singing Norwegian Wood from the Beatles, and we just need my voice is already shot, and we just got the show started. Oh, look who's back, party people! The official attorney of Calling All Beings, Valhalla Law. Can somebody
bow down.
Yes, our attorney is back, and she's going to get me on anything I say tonight that's not correct. She's just going to pound it into me. You know what? Okay, this young lady right here, she's already gifted. Okay, in the last week, I don't even want to say how many that she's gifted because I don't want to embarrass her memberships, but a lot. Thank you, Sherry Dizzle. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Sherry.
Yep. Do you know, and you've interacted with Sara, so we all know her, but we have somebody new here. So we've already talked about the handsome one, the gangster. And then here we go right here. James Lynch from Boston, Massachusetts. Welcome, James Lynch. Good to see you, brother. Kate C. Hi, Kate. Have you been here before? If not, welcome.
She has. I've seen her here.
Okay. Welcome back. Bienvenidos. Freedom fighter. We're talking about Sherry D. And we definitely, we're talking about, I knew she was going to raise her fist right there, man. Kelly, this young lady right here, thank you for your generosity the other night. Thank you so much. Kelly Steffi. Which means that maybe there's a Stephanie in there somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'm clairvoyant. Anyone else? I think we got everybody. I think we can kick this thing off. Our attorney's back, just in case we get in any trouble here. Miss Jessica and Beezy. Miss Jessica is the one who hooked me up for that UFO episode the other night with Adam, which was really dope. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you, Miss NBZ. It's freezing and a lot of snow. Don't brag because we want snow here in Colorado, Kate. Okay? Don't brag. We want that too. Beatrice already told me. And this is what Julie wants to say to you.
Yeah, Julie.
Yep. Where Julie has had both a UFO sighting in the parking lot of a grocery store with her family in the car when she was a kid, with her mom. And she had a Bigfoot sighting at the edge of her neighborhood by the woods. In basically a field. Yeah, so Julie's basically had it all. Julie, let us know about ghosts if you've had any ghost encounters. So, hello, Donna Edwards. Hello.
Hello, Donna.
Donna's
Hey,
the one
Donna.
who, yeah, she punked me, man, because she's like, she called me, the young person. I'm like, I'm older than you. And then she's like, I'm 59. I was like, okay, fine. She's got me by 2 years. Oh, look at this. Was this what they went to get Brian? Frozen donuts. Come on, Sarah.
That's awesome.
That was good.
Was that Coco? No, that was Julie
No,
Albert,
that was
right?
Julie Albert. Julie
Yeah.
Oh, man. Y'all have some encyclopedic knowledge. And here's another young lady that's going to be at the Meal of Food, Judy Busteri. Hey, how you doing, Paisan? Judy, how are you? Huh? I'm talking like I'm from Brooklyn now. What are you going to do, huh? All right, so I think we got everybody. And we're going to do some Olivia tweets tonight, right?
Yeah, I'm down.
And okay. And guess what? We're going to... Oh, Patty Murphy. Welcome, Patty Murphy. It's so good to have you here in the chat, love. Because I know that you're calling all the way from Ireland. I know you are. So, and definitely, man, we got to get the women. If you guys are here, your listeners, you guys, even if you're not a member, but you want to be on, you can come on with me. So if you want to be on, that's what's up. Oh, here's somebody from Brighton Beach. Right here. Hey, Dave. How you doing, Mystery Singer? What's happening? I've been to Coney Island and been on the, what's the name of the roller coaster at Coney Island? Now I can't remember. They should take my New York citizenship. There is such a thing. All right. I think we're going to be able to take calls tonight. So we'll get to that part. And if we do, because like we tested it. It was Christina and I tested this feature on Google Voice. So that is the call-in number right there. So get your pen and paper out, and we'll get started, and then we'll do some calls if you guys want to call in and like yell at us and ask me to get rid of the tie-dye shirt or whatever you want to say. So, all right. So hey, and there's Adam and D-Matt. Oh, it's the Cyclone. Thank you. The Cyclone. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. And D-Matt. Yeah. And we've got a call-in number. And so, yeah, do you want to do some Olivia Lambo? Are you guys ready to read some tweets Oh, Judy, man. Thank you so much, love. I'm going to have to buy you a beer over at the, what's the name of the restaurant? Tavern on the Square. So thank you, Judy. I appreciate that, love. I'm trying no longer active law license, so y'all can. No, I know. She's even wanting to make sure that we don't take this as legal advice. No, I'm kidding, Valhalla Law. We needed an official sort of lawyer for calling all beings, so we figured it would be you. All right, man. We're ready to get into the damn thing. Please pass the peppers in the joint.
Pepper.
Sup, homegirl. And man, Adam, don't you be doing that, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, man. Y'all
Thank you, Adam.
Yeah, thank you, brother. You guys rock. Namaste. Okay, Sarah's back. Hi, Shawk and Horrah.
Hello, sorry. I swiped myself out. It's been a day. I'm sorry.
You know what? We're just happy to have you,
Oh my God.
What is this? This is here. It's really weird. Hang on a second. Oh, I got Google Voice up in 2. Okay, let me get rid of it out of Safari. And then we can bring up X. Oh, I got one. Okay, so it's not the Hank Brennan one that we want. It's the one prior to that, right, love? Beverly Canoni. There we go. All right.
Yep.
So we got to get our cool voices going, right? You going to clear your throat? Anyone going to clear their throat? No, maybe just me.
No.
Okay. All right, who's going first? Who wants to go first?
Not it.
What?
I'll do it, but I can't see it.
No, you're going to. There we go. It should come up now. Let me come back to stream. Yeah. Oh, no, don't do that to me. Uh-oh. Let me try this. Okay. I had to do... Oh boy. It is not. I'm gonna have to stop sharing. It did not like that at all. Okay, plan B. Try this. Go to X here. Twitter. It did not like me sharing it from Safari for some reason.
Oh, that's weird.
X. Yeah, it is weird because I usually use that one. So I don't know why it would do that. All right, let me try that and we'll go to Olivia Lambo. I know, like, she's totally told me I could do this, but okay, you guys talk to the audience, man. I'll shut up. Go ahead.
I don't know.
To get back to the
Shut my
chat.
damn mouth.
Did anybody see the new filings that the prosecution has filed? I really want to know what this police report is from. That's what I really want to know. Because it says it's from,
There we go.
let's see.
Okay, I can.
It's a 2-page
That's easy.
MSP report, a copy of Lieutenant Brian Tully's notes associated with that report, identification documents of Chloe, and a 4-page copy of digital forensics analysis report of Jessica Hyde. So
No, I didn't see that yet. When did that get released?
I believe
Do you know?
this morning or yesterday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have to find it unless you tweeted it out, Christina, because I haven't seen it yet.
I got it from I believe it was Ted Daniel.
Okay.
Yes, it was Ted Daniel. Yeah.
All right.
What's your mic source? Oh, Patty Murphy. Thank you so
Patty.
much, Patty Murphy.
Thank you, Patty.
As we say in Ireland, namaste, love. Namaste. I think they say that in the local yoga class. For God's sakes.
Oh my God.
Thank you so much, love. Appreciate you. All right. So Shawk and Horror is going to go first. You guys are very, very generous tonight. Like extremely.
Yeah.
All right. Shawk and Horror, you may have to go to full screen on your Twitter, which means we won't be able to see the chat. But on your StreamYard, if you go to full screen, you'll be able to see everything.
Okay.
And then you can read. And
I have
glasses.
I have it pulled up on my laptop as well, and since I have already swiped left on myself once, I think I'll just read from my laptop so that I don't swipe left on myself again.
And what's your mic source? Because it's coming in broken. Are you using earbuds, laptop? What are we using?
Earbuds. Is this better?
It's like there's a clicking every time you do it. It's weird, but that's okay. We'll get over it. So just go for it. No worries. Go ahead.
Yeah. And then when I stop talking, I'll see if I can fix it.
Okay, love.
How many paragraphs do you want me to read?
So we'll do one paragraph each, and you have to use some kind of voice, like you're reading at like one of those, like you're at what do they call that when you're at the coffee house and you're standing up? What do they call that? And you're doing some sort of a reading, or you're reading to school kids, or you're doing some sort of cool accent.
Okay. All right. Well, I always give you a hard time for your British accent, so now I will allow you to tear mine apart. Okay. All right. Judge Beverly Cannoni just stated that in Massachusetts, we typically don't give the reason for the objection. In response to attorney Robert Alessi's sustained argumentative objection.
Era, ask not what calling all beings can do for you. Ask what you can do for calling all beings. It's my John F. Kennedy accent. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is simply false. There's no rule in Massachusetts precluding attorneys from stating the grounds for their objection.
You guys have me dying. I'm sorry. Okay.
Go for it, girlfriend.
In fact, it is very much a standard practice utilized in criminal procedure, especially for the sake of preserving and keeping the appellate record clear.
It seems that Judge Beverly Cannoni has thoroughly confused the concept of stating the grounds for one's. No, I can't stop laughing. Sorry. Where was I? Stating the grounds for one's objection versus arguing one's objection in front of the jury.
All right, let me see. That seems to now be confirmed because Attorney Alisi just objected to this time Judge Canoni asked him for the grounds for his objection, despite just instructing him that according to her in Massachusetts, we typically do not give the reason for the objection.
Okay. This is a total sham. Judge Canoni follows no standards and applies zero consistency. She doesn't even follow her own rules. All she seems is to apply her bias against the defense. Why hasn't she recused herself? I can't see the bottom. I can't see the
Yeah, you need to scroll down.
Somebody else take over.
Sorry. Okay. Okay. Wait. All she seems to apply is her bias against the defense. Why hasn't she recused herself? Damn it! She is the biggest obstruction to hashtag Karen Reed's right to a fair trial.
That was great. I love it.
All right, now reactions from two awesome analysts. Go ahead, Sarah, to what that.
I read this and I thought that Olivia had a lot of great points, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to cover this one particularly. It really does blow my mind how she contradicts herself and doesn't know the rules or seem to have set rules, like Olivia points out. And it just makes things, I think, confusing. It drags it out longer than it needs to. And in certain situations, maybe not this one, I don't know the law well enough, it could set up for appeals as well. So it's, we laugh about the accents and stuff and sometimes we laugh, I think, out of shock that some of this stuff is happening, but
and horror, sorry.
Yeah, and horror. But some of this really, it's one of those things where you have to laugh or you're going to cry, So that was kind of my initial thought when I read through this, and thankfully Olivia was gracious enough to let us tear it apart with our terrible accents. So
thank you, Olivia. We really do appreciate it.
And is my audio better now, DJ, at all?
It is. It totally is. You fixed it. Thank you.
Okay. No, my earbuds have gone the way of the dodo bird, so that confirms it. Thank you.
Yep, you fixed it. That's good, man.
Okay.
What's your thoughts, Christina? Because I actually was on the phone with Scott McGinnis talking UFOs on the way to work, and I asked him about Judge Bev, and he feels like he went over the history of how she was appointed. And it had to do with her relationship with, within the party and how she rose up through the ranks. He kind of went through it. And then I asked him, do you think that she's doing, that she knows that she's being biased? And he basically said that she thinks that that she has to do this. But look at this. Somebody here from Dean. So I'm going to get to you in a second. Are you serious? So what's your thoughts? What are your thoughts on her bias and what do you think her thought process is?
To be quite honest, for the first trial, I thought, obviously she was being more biased than I've seen some judges. But the more that the trial went on, it kind of got worse, and it kind of seemed it was a personal attack towards the defense because she's very, very rude to them. And she interrupts them constantly. She doesn't do the same for the prosecution. But so she had the Michael Chestnut case as well. And that also was a circus from what I've seen of that, and ended in a mistrial due to a hung jury. And if I recall correctly, the Chestnut case was retried in another court without a hitch. But, what I think is that Bev really needs to start thinking about self-preservation at this point, because Whether she is or not, she has to kind of like let stuff slide. So Morrissey isn't looking at her like, okay, wait, do I need to now like look at you and think maybe you are now thinking only of yourself and not thinking of the bigger picture of the whole DA's office? But that's what I think. She should be recused. She should have recused herself. She didn't. And now at some point she has to start thinking self-preservation. I just think, when is she going to do that? So,
But you, like, I would ask both you and Sarah, do you think this is purposeful, or do you think that this is just something, just her personality, or do you think she actually has an animus toward them? What's your thoughts about that, Sarah?
I 100% think that it's purposeful, because I watched her on the Brian Walsh case. So to me, there is no room for interpretation on her behavior toward another alleged unaliver. And I feel like it is 100% bias and corruption toward Karen Reed and her legal team. DJ, when I had you on, or when you had me on, and whoever else a couple of weeks ago, Miss Jess, Dr. Jones,
Yes,
and we were talking about the way that Alan Jackson looked at Proctor during the testimony. Sometimes I feel like that's how Bev looks at Jackson and Yannetti. Yeah. So that's my kind of shorter answer. But again, just from the like 2 or 3 hearings of the Brian Walsh case that I watched, and even Michael Chestnut that she presided over, I 100% think that it is a clear bias toward Karen that will hopefully lay ground for appellate issues if this shit show. Oh, sorry, sham. Sorry.
No,
continues in April. Sorry, didn't mean to swear.
No, you're good. Can I get it from my 2 co-hosts tonight?
Woo!
My
I'm
applause.
clapping. You just can't see
There
it.
you go. Great job, co-host. Valhalla Law, who's seen a couple of courtrooms in her day, says that it is purposeful. So I will take her word for it. Let me come back to the chat. This is one of the good things when you have a producer backstage, or somebody that can do all this stuff. But I want to address my friend from Dean College here. Are you serious? Hey, there it is. Hi, are you serious? How are you? Driving by Dean and Franklin. Man, I can't tell you. I can't wait to see Dean. If I have time during this trip, I will drive down there just to see Dean, and then drive, because we're going to have no time between coming and meeting up in Canton for coffee with Dennis Sweeney, Brenda Sweeney, and the original gangsters of Canton, and then maybe stopping by the Standout if I have time. But man, if I can get down to Dean, I'm totally down. I hung around some 3-year students at a 2-year school, 88, 92. Lots of Medfield peeps. Yep. That's you were there. You were there just after me. But it's nice to speak with you. Let me know your name and connect with me. Also, we're having the Meal of Food January 12th, Tavern on the Square in Dedham, 6:30 p.m. If you'd like to join us, please come and say hi. I'd love to meet you. We have another legend here that made another gift offer. Sherry Dizzle.
Sherry trolling me for swearing.
yeah.
She is so adorable. I mean, just having a conversation with her, she's such a wonderful person. So caring and loving, and just loves the community and the people. She really is here just to kind of like, first of all, to help Cab, but also really just to make new friends and just share the love. And that, that's what it's all about. Thank you so much, Sherry
Look
D.
at your girl Julie's response to that, though, DJ.
Let me see where
sorry.
where are we at?
Julie's response cracked me up.
Thanks. What's funny is that all of you, first of all, Christina with all of her gifts, or GIFs. Do they call them a GIF or a GIF? Those things that you make. What do they call those?
I think it's GIF, right?
Yeah,
it
it's a
is,
GIF.
but that's another 2-hour debate because somebody in here will say that it's GIF, and this will just go off the rails.
So you with the GIFs and the thing. What's amazing about all of you ladies who are leading this movement, and Dennis has said that. Dennis is in the chat here. Dennis says the ladies are leading this movement. I agree with him. I am happy to follow you. All of you are so smart and so witty. And this is why Julie and Sherry and Miss Jessica is quick. Before I can even say anything, Jess has already got it in the chat. So thank you, man. You guys are really awesome. And we're so lucky to have you, not only in our lives, but the movement itself is really lucky. So you guys want to do some more reading and get ridiculous? We ready?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
All right, we're going to try. Let's see. Can I get in my Scottish accent here for the next
God.
reading? I'll give it a try, mate. I don't know, but I'll try. Is that all right? I don't know. Let's see. You guys are going to rag on me anyway. It doesn't really matter because even if it's good, you guys are going to make fun of me. So it really
It's all
doesn't
out
matter.
of love, though.
All right, I know. Of course it is.
I mean, you did
Do
sound
I-
a little bit like Shrek, so I guess that's something.
Or I was trying to sound like Mike Myers doing Fat Bastard. I don't know. All right. So we'll get started, and then I'm on the big screen right now, so I can read the damn thing. And you want to go in the same order? We could go Sarah. What was it? Sarah, me, and Christina. Is that how we went last time? Yeah.
I think so.
Anyone? Bueller? Okay. Sarah.
I think so.
All right. Give us an accent, man. It could be Massachusetts. It could be New York. It could be Southern. It could be whatever you want.
I still see the same tweet. Is this
that
not the same tweet?
Oh, yeah, it is. How did I get there?
I don't know.
I think I didn't add it. Okay, let me remove that.
Don't test my brain, DJ. I've been drinking wine, so
wait. We got, whoa! I'm jealous if somebody's drinking wine up in this joint. All right, here, I got it now. Thank you. We're going to give you a producer credit for the show for this one.
Me?
Let me see. Yes.
All right. I'll send you my invoice.
All right. She's like, where my money at, mop?
Right?
All right, here we go. Let's see if it should be able to pop up now. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I'm gonna go full screen, and are you guys ready for us to read? If you guys have any requests for accent, I'll dig it, and we won't be able to react to what you're saying while we're reading, but we will laugh with you just after. And Valhalla, you're welcome to come on here and do some sort of an accent, ma'am. All right, here we go. All right. All right.
I still see the same tweet.
What? How? I don't know how
is
this
it me,
happening.
Christina? Is it?
No, you're right. But I'm.
No, you're right.
Okay.
It's the same one.
I think I'm sharing from the wrong tab. Give me a second here, guys.
No, you're fine. I felt bad saying it again, but I'm like,
It is okay. So there's that one. This is from the thing there. Okay, maybe I ought to close Twitter, and then that'll. Okay, that's on Safari. Okay, I see why now. I understand why. It's sharing from Safari. It's sharing from Safari. That Sara, Safari, mate. Let me try this one, man. Let me see if this is it. And if it's not, then Sarah's really going to rag me out. Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm chilling. We're good. I'm in the chat talking to people.
Hold on.
Yeah?
Somebody, it was towards the beginning of the show, but somebody in the chat said that one of their family members or somebody was on a plane with Jessica Hyde and spoke about the case.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that.
It was at the beginning, and I forgot to say something.
Yeah, Roger. Oh, look at this weird Fall River accent Noah has. That is terrible, Clown Jim. Welcome back, buddy. Welcome, Jim. Valhalla, I can do a Worcester. Yes, Valhalla. We got to get you on here to do your Worcester accent. So, all right. let me get, and we got it now. Now we're actually in the reel. So
Yes.
Sarah, kick it off, home girl.
Oh God, I don't have an accent ready, so this might morph.
Just do it like
times.
like you're reading, to a library of children. Hello,
Okay.
everybody. There you go.
Hank Brennan, former defense attorney to Whitey Bulger, who's now playing defense for DA Michael Meatball Morrissey's office, and the McAlberts, who are still under federal investigation, actually tried to suggest that because the GOAT, Dr. Marie Russell, is such an experienced emergency medicine doctor and forensic pathologist, tending to a vast array of injuries and determining causes and manners of death, that this somehow means she doesn't have the expertise to identify the specific cause of certain injuries or the expertise to identify dog bites. Parentheses, because he's a tool.
Did it ever occur to Mr. Brennan that in order to be an emergency room trauma doctor, one must be highly qualified in all fields of traumatic injury? Apparently not.
I suppose then, applying Hank Brennan's own logic, he's now discredited and disqualified at the conclusions, expertise, and qualifications of Dr. Irini Scorti-Bello, the forensic pathologist who performed Officer John O'Keefe's autopsy, or Dr. Renee Stonebridge, the neuropathologist who also conducted analysis in Officer John O'Keefe's autopsy.
Me. Okay.
I'm going to scroll.
No, you don't have to. According to Mr. Brennan, aforementioned tool, his own medical examiner and neuropathologist couldn't possibly be qualified or have the expertise to make determinations or conclusions about what caused O'Keefe's injuries. Whoops.
Ironically enough, Doctor. Oh wait, are we on? Am I in the right one? Is it Dr. Scorti-Bello? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes,
I can't see anything below
Okay.
the paragraph that I just read.
Ironically enough, Dr. Scorti-Bello actually testified that John O'Keefe's injuries were not consistent with a pedestrian motor vehicle accident. Apparently, Brennan just hasn't gotten to that part of the first trial yet.
You have to, if there's any more, you have to scroll because I can't see.
Okay, all right. I don't know how anyone. Is it not working? Let me see.
Yeah, no, we don't see it. You might have to just take over.
I know why. No, I know why, love. I know what's going on. I understand now, love. There we go.
Gotcha.
Now you can see it.
Okay, where am I at? Ironically,
You are. Hold on, give me. According to Mr. Brennan, I think you're according to Mr. Brennan. Am I right? No. Yeah, because I just did Scorti-Bello. Sorry, guys, because I got it. I need to take it off of the other one.
That's
just
okay.
Give me a second. Yeah,
I think it's right here. I don't know.
Yeah,
yes,
she's on it. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, love.
I don't know how anyone could not be disgusted, but what went on today? This is a disgrace. And now Karen Reed will have to pay to fly her attorneys and Dr. Marie Russell out yet again for a second day of the Daubert hearing. I messed that all up. Go ahead.
It's all good.
No, you didn't. That sounded good.
Yep.
Is it back to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can anyone cite any other instance a Daubert hearing has lasted more than one day, let alone more than an hour or two at most? Probably not, because there weren't really legitimate grounds to allow this duplicative hearing today in the first place. A effing men.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm ad-libbing as we go.
As a reminder, Judge Canoni has already qualified Dr. Marie Russell as an expert.
The Commonwealth hasn't presented any new discovery or expert contradicting or challenging Dr. Queen Marie Russell, conclusions or opinions?
Moreover, Hank Brennan removed his ability to try to make any argument that dog bite identification is, quote, junk science. For instance, when he pulled out a book about dog bite identification today in court.
Of course, Brennan failed to point to or cite anything from within the book that discredited Dr. Russell's conclusions or analysis. But he has now successfully endorsed the credibility and reliability of the science behind the dog bite wound identification.
Good job, you douche, Mr. Brennan. Another own goal.
Well done. Well done. Well done, teammates. Well
That
done.
was awesome.
Yeah, all right. So it looks like Sherry D's digging it. Valhalla, will you give me an adjudication on my Hyannisport accent? Can you give me any sort of a grade on me trying to do JFK? So if anybody from Massachusetts that's heard the great John F. Kennedy speak, I'd love to get some sort of an adjudication on that. This is so fun and ridiculous. I love all of you. Yes, yes, I think Henry made a big mistake. Yeah. Oh, she gave me an A-. All right, I'll take that.
There you go.
That's still an A. Yes.
Well
If I were in
earned.
law school, thank you. Cheers. Hey, salute there, homegirl. I dig it. All right. That's how we talk in Brooklyn too. So I definitely think Auntie is well within her rights to determine. Auntie is well within the rights to determine the rules of her court. Yeah, I mean, if she already qualified her, I just don't understand it. No, I don't have any wine, Sherry. I want to say this. I have no wine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put up the number. If anybody wants to call in, we should be able to take a call now. So this is the cabbie call-in number. And if you'd like to call us and talk to us, it is 719-602-4464. That's how you talk on the radio in the airplane. Hera,
Yay. And we would love it. So hopefully people will call in.
Yeah, I have never gotten this to work. If you call in right now, any of you, this will be the first time. Christina and I tested it for the show.
We did.
And we got it to kind of work. So if you call in, you'll be the first call we've ever taken on Cab as a phone call. So I think the last time I did this was like, I know, cat booty in the face. It's wonderful. DJ, the book he threw at Dr. Russell. Yes. Thank you, Kelly. I forgot about that. I don't know who I heard. I think it was Andrew Myers, who was on with Brit Happens. It might have been Andrew Myers that said that the book that he threw at Dr. Russell, she goes, yeah, none of them have PhDs. That was great.
I was like, savage. She's a savage.
Oh, here we go. All right. And let me answer. And let's see. Hello, DJ. Hello, you're on the air. Okay. Here we go. And you're on the air. Who am I speaking with? Hey, Bia! Woo! The D-O-double-G-A. All right, I think we... Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, love. Go ahead and you guys talk, man. I'll be quiet.
I can't hear her. Christina,
Okay.
can you hear her?
I heard her at the beginning, and now I can't hear her.
Okay.
So, is it Beatrice?
It is Beatrice. Yeah, Bia. Bia, the D-O-double-G-A is in the house. All right, Bia, try again. Let's see what happens. Okay. Test. Yeah, I don't know why. I figured we'd give it a try. It looks like the pass-through is not working. I hear you, Bia, but they're not hearing you.
Go ahead, B. Tell it to D. Tell him all about it.
Yeah, she's saying that I sound like Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, I didn't get it. We can do another Olivia tweet and I'll do the accent that Ken Hathaway says. I hear you, everybody. You're not hearing her. I'm going to have to figure out what happened. I thought I followed the instructions. So, Bia, I'm hearing you, but thank you. I'm sorry it didn't work. All right, love. Thank you, love. All right. Yeah, I heard her, and it didn't route it. Oh, somebody
Is it
else is
because of
calling
your
you.
earbuds, DJ? Sherry wants to know.
Yeah, I'm hearing in my earbuds. Let me see who else. Let me try to. Okay. Okay. Somebody's calling. Hello? You're on the air. With me, at least. Hello? Uh-oh, they hung up. It was a 407 number. Okay.
Miss
All right,
Miss
let me see
Jessica,
why that's
I'm
not.
just Miss Jessica, just letting you know that Cheeks is sleeping. He gave me a kiss before we started, and little fat boy is asleep now.
Okay. What is going on? Yeah. Yeah, I think there's something
Sherry
I
is
need
saying
to,
to
because
take
you
your
heard
AirPods
it.
out.
Well, no, but then I won't hear. But you heard it earlier. You heard yourself earlier, right?
Yeah,
Christina, when we
you and
were,
you and
you
I were
heard it on
speaking to
StreamYard?
each other, and
Yeah.
I heard Beatrice the first syllable come out of her mouth, and then I couldn't hear it because that's why I clapped, because I heard it and then it cut out.
All right, let me see if it'll do StreamYard. Oh, loop back audio. Okay, now it should work. It should work. Well, tell me if you guys hear this. Oh no, I don't hear anything.
No.
Okay, try this. Hang on one second, my friends. Let's try this. You don't hear anything there either, do you?
No.
All right,
No,
yeah.
honey.
If we can get somebody to try one more time, and then let's see, microphone is. Test. Okay. Yes. Test. Okay, everybody still hears me, right? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly fine.
All right. It test. Yeah, if somebody wants to try, we'll try. I changed some settings on the Google.
Uh-oh.
Now I can't hear him.
Now I can't hear you, DJ.
I love him.
Does he know that we can't hear him?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Oh
Well,
my
you know,
God.
it's us older generations.
DJ, I'm
trying to
not
figure
drunk
out
enough
all
for this.
tech.
Oh, man. Yeah, it didn't work. 1 second.
Well, you
I'm
know,
not drunk
we
enough.
tried to figure it out. We tried to
Okay,
figure
let
it
me
out
go
on the
back.
fly, so you know,
Okay,
we can figure it out.
Test. Do you hear me now?
Yep.
No? Test?
Yeah, I can
you.
hear you now.
Okay. All right. I see what I see with.
Oh,
And he's gone again.
no. We lost you again.
Yeah. No, DJ.
Nope,
No, I
still
can't.
can't hear you.
Sherry D's on it in the chat. I love
know.
her.
I'm so
is
sorry. Thank you
on
for.
it.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now or no?
Yes.
Yes.
No? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So when it interrupted with the call-in thing, it didn't seem to like that. So it looks
Weird.
like we're back to the drawing board because we had it working.
We did.
We did. I don't know if it's because I turned my phone off because it seemed like the phone was doing something when I did it. I don't know if that helped. So, okay, now I'm getting a call again. Here we go. Hello. Okay. Hello. Okay. Hi. Can you hear me? Okay, you're on the air. Who am I speaking with? Hi, Kelly. How are you? All right, let me see if everybody, can you guys hear Kelly? Tell me yes or no.
No.
Okay,
I
let me
can't.
try this now. Let me try this. Yeah, well, it won't let me change it now. It worked just a second ago. I turned my phone back on, but yeah, it won't let me change the audio. Oh, maybe it will. Okay, and you still hear me, Kelly? Okay, testing.
Nope.
No.
You just went away.
What you do? I'm gonna. Kelly, are you Kelly Steffi? Thank you so much for calling and trying. I really appreciate it. Yeah, well, I really appreciate you. Thank you, Kelly. Bye-bye.
Christina,
All right.
we should try to do like our own episode of bad lip reading.
Yeah.
So like DJ has the call and you and I just make up the
All
conversation.
right. How is it now? How are you
Right.
guys hearing me now? Is this working?
You're fine. You're
Yeah,
totally
we hear you
fine. I can hear
perfectly
you.
now.
Test. Okay. Oh boy, man, I'm gonna tell you, man, not easy doing these phone calls. Take off the sunglasses. That's probably why you can't see anything. Thank you, Kevin from South Boston.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, is this man? Is this really Higgins? No, it can't be. The guy ate
Right.
the weed. The guy ate the weed.
Oh.
Oh, is he being mean? We're gonna have to kick him out.
I think he might be trolling you a little bit, but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We might. We don't have to kick you out.
I've seen
No,
him in
I
other
lo- I
chats and
love
he
the
seems cool,
sunglasses.
so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Helen, what's up, man? Welcome back home, girl. No, it's you know what? We have never tried. We have tried doing tests to do the call-ins, and we've never gotten it work until tonight. So, but only Christina and I got it to work. So clearly, Christina, we got some more work to do. And Bia
Yes.
also said she would get in on this test because we're going to try to take calls Sunday. Thank you, guys, for taking a shot, though. Do you want to do another? Sarah, do you want to find another tweet of hers we can do? Because that is just too much fun.
yeah, give me a second.
All right. I'll get out of that one and then just tell me which one it is.
Hold,
And
please.
I'll go to it.
I have to.
Judy is so nice, man. Thank you, Judy. Let's see. Olivia Lambo. If you guys have stuff regarding the case, it's really because we're going to have Grace on, and Grace has done some extensive work. She feels like she is able to solidify through data because she went and looked at how Apple calculates all this data. Have any of you seen any of that stuff by chance?
I
Yes.
have not.
It's really good, man. Really, really good. So, by the way, Olivia, we're going to, oh, look at this one. On a scale of 1 to 10, how honest was this? Hank Brennan. This one looks like it could be good. Have you guys seen that one yet?
Yeah.
All right. All right. I haven't read this one, so maybe we could do this one. But yeah, she's done a lot of work with data. She's made little models and stuff. And so I think she's going to be able to unlock some mysteries here through data that we have not. You wrong. You wrong.
Yeah, no,
No.
he's cool. I know it probably seems like he's trolling you, but I
he's
will
not.
I will vouch for him for the time being because I've seen him in other chats. So
All right.
if that means anything, and I will apologize if that backfires, but I think he's just doing a little light trolling.
No, totally. So Helen, I don't think it's gonna work because I think there's something I'm missing with this. There's a program called Loopback. Oh man, we just lost Christina. There's a program called Loopback that I'm using, and I can actually share screen. I might be able to share screen so you guys can see it. This is it here. Second, see if we can show Loopback. So this is what I'm using right here, and you'll see it. And there is some sort of instructions on StreamYard of how to do this. Is somebody hearing it? Hi, White Dragon. How are you? And so yeah, so I'm gonna have to do some work on it. So I don't know if you're gonna be able to call in to this show, but you know what I can do? I will send you a link for StreamYard. So if somebody wants to join us that way, let's do that. I'm gonna post this in the chat so please don't do anything crazy. But if you want to join us, Helen, because you were wanting to get in here, here it is. If you want to join us, click this link. Is this Helen?
Where'd you go?
There we go. Hello, you're on the air. This is DJ. Okay. Hello. Hey, Bia. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. I think we're gonna have to use stream it because they can't hear you right now, right? No, we're gonna have to do more testing. But I appreciate it, love. Thank you. All right, yeah, Bia. Am I back? Can everybody hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, so I'm back now. There's something that's cutting out, but I put the link for StreamYard in there. So, Helen, if you're wanting to come on, you can click this link, or any of you that want to come on, and we can, you can join us that way. Because I don't know what the hell happened to Christina. All of a sudden, Christina's gone. But that's how you can join us.
Yeah, if I could, DJ, Judy,
yes, ma'am. Please.
Judy Basteri in the chat while we're waiting asked how Christina and myself got involved. If we want to take a minute to touch on that.
Yes, ma'am. Please.
Okay, so I came into this case very, very, very late. I don't watch the news. I hadn't really spent a ton of time on social media, so I really didn't start hearing too much about this until this past May. So I am like a newbie. And a friend of mine who has since passed away was very free Karen Reed, and he was the one who was telling me about it. And so I started doing some research, really knowing nothing about it, and was like, this does not make any sense to me at all. And then started watching the trial and really was like, wow, this doesn't make any sense at all. And I would talk to him a little bit about it. And then unfortunately he passed away at the end of May. So I kind of felt like, even on top of the corruption and just wanting justice to be served, like I really have stayed in it almost in honor of his memory, on top of obviously the fact that she did not do this and needs to be acquitted, and then sue the crap out of Massachusetts. So I am probably one of the newer people to the case, but that's kind of my little bit of my origin story. So
sorry, Sara, Shawk, and Horrah. You said a friend who passed away told you about Karen Reed. You had to keep it alive for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What happened to your friend?
Long story. I have a lot of friends who are significantly older than me. So I am only 39. I will be 40 in March. And his wife is basically my sister. She's not really, but I've known her for 20 years. Mm-hmm. And he had chronic heart failure. He had been suffering from that for about 10 years. And 4 years ago, he got a left ventricle assistant device. It basically pumps your heart for you. I'm skipping over a bunch of stuff. Mm-hmm. Got put on a transplant list. At the beginning of this past May, he went into the hospital. He had just turned 60 in March. And he unfortunately never came back from the hospital, and he passed away the Friday of Memorial Day weekend. So, it's crazy that it's been almost 7 months already, I think, if my math is right. But yeah, so he was pretty young. He was only 60. He had been ill for quite a while, but, it brought me to this case and to a bunch of awesome people. So, there's a silver lining in that for sure. But yeah, I feel like I just made this super depressing, so I'm going to stop now.
Not at all. Not at all, Sarah. We like to do stuff and acknowledge what people go through because we're here to share in, Karen Reed makes us think about our own lives because we're all saying, what if that were me? What if I dropped somebody off at that house? And so this is part of your life. And so, we, want to sort of connect with you. And the only way we can really do that is to understand what you've been through in your life. Uh-oh, Kevin from South Boston is here. Let me bring him on air. Kevin,
Yo.
how are you, sir?
I'm doing good.
What's going on? Are you the Kevin from South Boston?
I'm a decorated dude.
I love it.
You
I
wrong. You wrong. Yo, that's all. Sarah, thank you. Thanks for vouching. I'm not a troll. I'm just playing.
I was going to say, I've seen you do some light trolling, but not, I'm a mod in another channel, so I look out for the mods and I don't always have the best judgment, let's just say. But if I felt like you were really going hard, I would have absolutely no problem telling them to send you to Block Island. So
Yeah, we like to have fun.
exactly.
Welcome,
Exactly.
Kevin.
Thanks for hopping on.
All right, bye.
It's good to meet you. Thanks for hopping on, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah. And so, hi, Les from Michigan. Welcome. I feel like you've been here before, but welcome. Bienvenidos. And I think I missed Mary Malarkey. Welcome, Mary Malarkey. It's so good to have you back in the chat, love. So we always, when we see these really Irish names, we got to do it. The legend is here, Scott McGuinness also. I don't know if he's Irish or Scottish, for Christ's sakes. But anyway, welcome. But no, it really is good to, and to get to share these things and develop friendships through here. I mean, that's part of like half the fun of it. You know what I mean? It
For
really
sure.
is.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess since I don't know where Christina still went, have you ever told your free Karen Reed origin story? If you have, then
Yeah, I mean, mine is really. I don't know what happened to me when this started, but I think I actually heard it. And so, if somebody else wants to get up in here, I'm going to put it in the chat. So if you want to jump up in here with us, any of you, you're welcome to. I know Helen was wanting to call in, so you can click that link if you have Google Chrome, and you can Google Chrome browser, or if you're using a cell phone, then it doesn't matter. You can use iPhone or Android. You can just click it. It's just if you're using a laptop, it likes Google Chrome or Firefox. Anyway, we had just started True Crime on Calling All Beings. Hi, Em. We had just started.
Yes, my girl M. Sorry to interrupt you. I love M. Squeezes. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Spacey Stacy, welcome back. We had just gotten into True Crime. I had kind of made an announcement to the cabbies that that's what we wanted to do. They were not too happy about it, except for Courtney has done some things. I told you she did the Pennsylvania investigation, and she did work on Hannah Kobayashi. She was contacted to do some work on Hannah.
Okay.
I know we lost Christina. I don't know where she is, but it's not like I can call her in the middle of the show. So let's see. DJ loves bring listeners on. Not sure how people he supported in their venture and starting their own channel. Yeah,
she's not backstage, is she? DJ?
Somebody's here. Scott's here. And Kelly's
Scotty!
here. Hey, welcome.
Hey, we have Scotty and Kelly. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Scotty McGuinness.
We got. I want hold up, man. We got a couple legends in here. Hang on a second, damn it. Hang on. We got to get something going. Just give me a second here.
I gotta get. There we go.
Thank you guys for coming in.
No, thank you for letting us
I'm too tired. I didn't want to be on camera, but I
No,
wanted to
mean,
call in.
I'm still in
Amanda's-
pajamas, so I didn't want to be on camera.
These Australian girls kept me up till like 5 a.m.
Yeah, we're on with what's that young lady's name?
Scott, you always want to be careful how you phrase that, my friend.
Yeah, I know.
What's that young lady's name? Aussie Insider. That's where you've been on, right?
Yeah. I don't know how I end up on her show, and it goes like till 5 a.m, 6 a.m, our time here, Eastern United States. It gets funny sometimes.
I love that girl. She scares the hell out of me with that laugh of hers, but I love her. Anyway, so yeah, in answer to your question, and then I'd like to hear you guys chime in as well, particularly Kelly and Scott. Scott's story is well known, but we'd also want to get him. But like for me, when I started, I think she's going to take a break. She's going to go baño, biological break, as we like to call it. When I saw that, I think Turtleboy was on with, ironically, and William Phelps. Hi, Phoebe. And I just saw it, and there was something about this story that made me said, this lady's getting railroaded. I need to. And as soon as I started listening to content, it might have been Mike. I said, I want to talk about this case. And the first Karen Reed show I ever did, I came on and literally just talked to myself. I didn't even know how to make artwork. Nathan hadn't taught me how yet. And I just said, I'm going to go on and talk about this case. I'm very passionate about it. And then as I got to know you, all of you, it just became more and more of a passion. I was like, I'm not leaving this case. So until it's done, until she's free, until we freed Karen Reed. So I talked to Calling All Beings this past week. We're going to do once a month. We're going to do that UFO show. We're going to cover UFOs or paranormal ghosts or whatever. And then, we got Helen here. Hi, Helen. Hi, welcome. Welcome, ma'am.
Hi, Helen.
Uh-oh, we can't hear her. I think she's got her mic muted. So you might have to click that little mic icon and unmute. Oh, wait, there we go. There. Oh,
I guess DJ, if you want to know my origin story, I'm a long time turtle rider, and when Aiden broke story number 1, Canton cover up story number 1. I think that was April of that year. As soon as I read it, as soon as I saw what was going on, in my years in criminal justice and what I know about the court system, what I know about the DAs and how they're manned, and how the detectives are assembled. As soon as I read story number 1, I was all over it. I'm like, I can see exactly what's going on here, and I've been on the crusade ever since.
We were talking about you today. Actually, Beatrice and I were talking about. I think it was Suzanne and I were talking about just what a warrior you are. And you just, when Alan Jackson says, we ain't got no quit, he's talking about this dude right here. He's talking about Scott McGinnis. So, Scott, I can't wait to, well, actually I did meet you there at the Halloween party, but I look forward to breaking bread with you soon because you're a badass, man. You're one of the gangsters. If you would, let's go with Kelly, and then let's go with Helen into your on-ramp to this case. Helen, you figured out how to unmute your mic because I saw that. But let's go with Kelly.
Hello. So you kind of just want my origin of Karen Reed?
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Basically, I found the story through Randy Churchwell's first podcast. And I've been in true crime my whole life. Like, my brother still tells me how he hated and was scared to death about unsolved mysteries because I would watch it when I was a kid and he would go to bed scared. And so, and I used to watch, Snapped, and I used to tell my ex-husband to, when I stop watching it, that's when you worry because that's when I know how to not get caught because they all got caught. So like I've always been, part of true crime and stuff like that. But for me, this year has been really hard for myself. My mom passed away a year ago, and then suddenly, and then after she passed, I actually had a seizure next to her bed when she was on life support, and I've never had one before.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Kelly.
Thank you. It was scary. Like I woke up, when I woke up and they told me you had a seizure. My sister stopped me from falling and pulling all her tubes out. So thank God my sister grabbed me. But I had another seizure like 2 weeks later on my couch. And then my son has also, not to get all this craziness, but my son also has cancer. So he's a St. Jude patient.
Oh my God.
So
God bless.
Man, another prayer for you.
When I came back from St. Jude, I had passed out at St. Jude in June. So I was like, all right, this is something's going on. And doctors at ERs keep telling me it's stress and anxiety. It's not stress and anxiety. And so I went to the doctor or whatever. And long story short, I have a brain aneurysm and another like small vessel disease. And they just found out that I have a high chance of having lupus like my mom did, and apparently mine is more like neurological type as opposed, so all these things were connected to it. But that's my you don't have to, that's not my sob story. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm telling you as a sob story.
You come to the right place.
But I
come to the right place.
I actually put I got so sick of social media and Facebook and politics and TikTok and all the thank you, Sherry. All the things that are like just where everybody was arguing with everybody about it didn't matter what it was everything people were arguing about. So I just kind of flew myself into YouTube, which I'd never really done. And I started finding like a lot of the true crime things and going from there. And I found Brandy, and she got me hooked because she can tell a story really well. And then that was probably, I don't remember when her first episode came out. It was still with the pre-trials were happening, I think. And so that's when I kind of got hooked. And then I had, like, when the trial happened, my husband probably hates me talking about the Karen Reed case because I talk about it all the time. And I'm like, and I go over like all the testimony, and I follow you guys. I watch Scott standing out there. Like, I asked my husband, can we move to Boston? He told me no, that I'm not allowed. I'm like, but all my friends are in my phone and I can't hang out with them if they're in YouTube. So let's move. And he said no. So we have to stay in Florida.
No, I mean, it can get consuming. I mean, I'm OG boots on the ground and been in this since the beginning, and people take Free Karen Reed to heart and soul, and a few people have gone off the rails. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not for the faint of heart. There's been some issues, but I think in the end, we're all gonna forgive each other and just keep going.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. You're gonna have it. Like I look at the Karen Reed case as like a family. We're all a family, and we're about to go to our second family reunion, which is sad to say. But when we go to our family reunion, there's always squabbles within a family, and we're gonna get angry. We're gonna get upset because it's an emotionally charged case. I mean, I feel like I know all of you guys. And that's sad. Like, I feel like I know you, Scott, because I watch you outside the courthouse with Tom every morning, at every courthouse, every standout. Like, DJ, you on your stuff. I've been watching yours for a while. For a long time, I was a lurker. I didn't really say much. And
well, we appreciate that. You got someone, Jane Harris.
Even today, with the stuff that happened with Mike Crawford on the Young Jerks, Miss Shorty and the glare, and
hang on
I'm just standing back saying, you know what? People make mistakes. I screw up all the time.
Every week I do.
People just gotta step back sometimes from the total emotional investment, and people are getting a little crazy sometimes.
Well, I mean, after a year
Hold
of
on.
every day,
Let me
there's not been one break.
hang on a second. I want to get Helen in here because she came in. She hasn't spoke yet, and then we're going to address, kind of like some tools for we can talk about some conflict resolution tools that we can use and some
I
of
wanted
those
to
themes.
say one thing real quick. So the rubber duckies, all the rubber duckies, just so everyone knows, it's sad to me that they're using it as witness intimidation because we hide them around St. Jude for cancer patients to find, and they rehide them for each other. So St. Jude, we've been doing that since I've been there at 2 years. We buy rubber duckies and we pass them around in different places and hide them so that other people can find them. So I'm just like, you guys realize they're literally taking people to court over something that makes cancer kids happy.
Yeah, it's just a metaphor. They just needed a way to mess with town folks who weren't falling into line.
For sure.
But Helen, how are you, ma'am?
Oh, hi. How are you?
All right, welcome. You are a Massachusetts native as well, yeah?
Not native, but I
Not
live in
native.
Massachusetts. Yeah, Scott knows who I am.
Oh, I know who this is. This is
Okay.
Linda Loca.
Yes, that's Yolinda Loca.
Yeah,
So,
my favorite Brazilian woman, full of fire.
Oh, you're a Brazilian? Tudo bom?
yeah, tudo bem, você?
Também. Or também, I should
No,
say.
no, no,
Também.
também. Uh-huh.
Também,
uh-huh.
sorry.
No, I heard of this case in 2022. I was living Worcester area. So then I forgot about it. And then I moved to the Berkshires. And then out of nowhere, I received a notification for Turtleboy, going about this case. And that's when I got, into it. And now, trust me, I am really into it. And
You are.
free
You are.
Karen
You
Reed.
Oh,
found
yeah.
us?
Free Karen Reed.
If you want somebody on your side, you want Helen on your side. She's not going to stop.
No.
Just like you. She's just like you. She
I was
found
going to say, Scott, that's how a lot of people feel about you, though. For real.
100%.
And,
Man.
and
No,
I'm
I was
say,
I was telling Helen the other day. So for several years, I worked in Framingham, and there's a huge Brazilian population in Framingham, and I worked with a lot of Brazilian people, specifically nurses that worked at the women's prison in Framingham.
Okay.
And they're the most dynamic, strong. I just loved them. They're
Well,
just
you have to be to work in that environment.
they have a drive and spirit
we have
that's hard to
passion.
explain. Very
Yeah.
We have a
passionate.
passion. We have a
Yep.
passion. And when we have a passion and when we see something's going wrong, because I'm gonna tell you guys, from coming from Brazil, third world country, and you see so much corruption, I will never, ever expect to see this in the United States. Never. Never. And this,
Yeah, sad.
my parents went through, the government, the military took over, and I saw their savings, the life savings they have, going to the government because and it was not fun for them. So now I'm gonna be the biggest voice, and I don't know about you, Scott, if I have said this, if you know this yet. I have received so many messages from people telling me to go back to my country. Guess what, bitches? I live in this country. I live in this country more than I have lived in Brazil. I'm not going anywhere. I don't care if I have an accent. I don't care. I'm going to fight for my kids. I'm going to fight for myself. And this is wrong. What Commonwealth of Massachusetts is doing right now. It's disgusting.
Well, you know what, Helen? First of all,
de você, amiga.
no, and I was just going to say, DJ, to Helen, everybody has an accent.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Everybody has an accent to somebody else. So anytime someone makes that comment, it makes me so angry because everybody has one. It's just a matter of where you are in the world to how you sound to you. You know what I mean? It's a silly, ignorant comment if people are using it as a spear of hate it's because they aren't intelligent enough to have any other valid points, in my personal opinion. So your accent is beautiful, and so are you.
Yeah,
No,
we
no,
love.
don't need to worry about it because I can take care of myself. Trust me, I
Yeah.
can take care of myself. I put people in their places when it needs to be put.
Good.
Yeah, you
I
don't
love
want to cross Helen.
I love accents. We love accents on this show, and Brazil is a place that's very close to my heart. My wife's from there. I started jujitsu in Brazil in Natal. I've been to
Interesting.
Recife and Natal. So, but I started jujitsu there, and then after I left Natal, I got really into Gracie academies. I've been basically all Gracie academies after that. Initially in Novo União in Brazil, Brazil. So
Yeah,
anyway,
Brazil.
What I was telling Helen too is what
yeah,
I loved about like even the Brazilian Brazilian descent people I work with, mainly female nurses that worked in the prison, which is a very tough environment. They were the strongest people, and they know how to party too. So
oh yeah.
when they punch out and they're gonna have a good time, they have a good time. I
Don't mess
love
around.
them.
Well, we need to get Helen. We need to get you on here when we're reading Olivia's tweets because we're doing them all with some sort of an accent that's not our own.
Oh
So
my
you
God,
can
I
do.
have to say, I love Olivia.
She's amazing, man.
Olivia's
She's
awesome.
amazing.
She really is. She's incredible,
She's
brilliant.
like, oh my God.
I just want her
And I look at
brain.
her picture and I go, this can be my daughter. And I'm only 45 years old.
I mean, I never been to Brazil, but I
love that
feel like
kid.
I kind of know the Brazilian culture just from Framingham, Massachusetts, because there's so many Brazilians in the town. So,
It's
and
amazing.
I work with so many of them. So,
Yep.
So my
I
parents live here. Like my parents coming back like maybe 2 or 3 times a year. And I told my mom to go to my town and make a sign, free can read and take me a picture.
where are you from in Brazil?
I'm
Or
from
de onde você
Goiás.
é? What?
Goiás.
Goiás. Oh wow. What do I
You know
know
the
about
Brazilian
Goiás?
capital? No, Brasilia, the capital.
Yeah.
I'm about 3.5 hours from Brasilia. That
Yeah.
is the closest airport from my
I'm
town.
familiar with. Yeah, because it was just announced that MotoGP is going to start racing in Brazil again, and it's going to be in Goiás in your city. So they must have a really, really good racetrack there if they're going to race there next year, because there's only one racetrack in all of America that is certified for MotoGP. So obviously Brazil has an equal racetrack in Goiás. So yeah.
does Helen remember Artinian Senna?
Yes.
Ayrton Senna.
And that was one of the best documentaries I ever watched about that era and time in Formula One racing, and how he was the best driver in the world, and how his Brazilian fan group followed him.
Yes. Oh yeah, and he's like the Pelé of soccer in Brazil.
Yeah, exactly.
Like people
Pelé
right
of
now
racing.
like really love him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but there was a documentary called Senna, and it follows his Formula One career.
Yeah.
Pretty amazing
Netflix
watch.
right now if you want to watch it.
Yeah.
It's on Netflix too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good job, girlfriend. Y'all are a really cool group of people, man. I'm so blessed to be able to have you come on and share your stories. And everybody that's on here right now, I would want to have, have you all. I think, Scott, we're going to get you on like a Canton roundtable. But I'd like to have everybody here back on and do a listener roundtable. So if you're game for that, man, let's do it.
I appreciate you letting me even join. So
it's an honor to have you. Are you kidding me? Come and share your story with us.
I have one more thing to say. I'm sorry
Yes, ma'am.
for Sarah and Kelly. I think it was Kelly before.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I can feel in my heart. I'm very passionate, but at the same time I can feel your pain, and I'm sorry. And I'll be keeping you guys in my prayers.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Helen. I
Like
appreciate
I said,
that.
I
Very
don't
nice,
want
Helen.
anybody to think that I was trying to just be a pity party. I just was kind of giving you the backstory of why I fell into YouTube, because I never was prior to that. And so,
No, I get it, Kelly. That's your origin story. Same with me.
Yeah.
That's why I said I apologized for making it depressing. But
I know.
you know, the truth isn't always pretty, and the truth of how I came into this case is from the death of a friend, and you can't sugarcoat shit sometimes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
You just
Yeah.
gotta. We're
And-
here. We're here for you, man. This is not like a hey, we don't want to hear it. Take your pain somewhere else.
Right.
Bring it. We're here
I
for you, man.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
by the
because
way-
I
and by the
truly
way-
don't have my friends. The only one I have my best friend from elementary school still around. She's 2 hours away, but that's it. Like I said, all my friends are in the computer, so that's where I hang out.
Well,
Yeah.
but
We're-
it's like a catch-22, right? Like if somebody asks you like how you doing or how's your life going, or they ask about your backstory, you kind of like, well, do you really want me to tell you? Because if I do, it sounds terrible.
Yeah,
That's
You know?
that's true too,
It's
Scott.
like you can't win.
Don't ask
Well-
if you don't want to know.
That's
And by the
exactly,
way-
DJ. That's a good life lesson: is don't ask a question that you don't want the answer to,
That's it. I want
because
to
you
say
don't know what
something
the
to
answer is going to be.
I want to
I'm
say
an
something.
open book
I want to say
because-
something to Mello's arrest warrant here.
Yeah.
So, obviously, I was in the military for 20 years and then in government for another decade or whatever the hell it's been. So, there are lots and lots and lots of people with Southern accents. I love a Southern accent, so you are most welcome to come on here and read tweets with us with your Southern accent. I do a Southern accent myself, obviously. I've lived in the South a lot of my life, so it's all good. Every accent is welcome here. We're gonna.
I mean,
we're going
the
to get
accent
held
thing is so stupid because, like, even in Massachusetts, okay, I can tell where you are from in Massachusetts. If you're from the South Shore, if you're from Boston, if you're from
It's beautiful.
Springfield, and
When you-
Massachusetts is not very big, so every area has a regional accent.
Yeah.
It just
I-
is.
I told this kid my last year of flying. We had this young man. I actually think he's not a navigator in the Air Force now. He's actually in a sheriff's department, I believe. And we're flying along, and someone asked him. Sometimes when you're flying a high level and you're not doing some tactical, people just have normal, regular conversation. When you're flying tactical, there's no conversation. You're just getting after it. And someone asked, where are you from? And he's like, oh, I'm from California, but I'm kind of embarrassed. I said, hey, man, don't ever be embarrassed of where you're from. There is no place that's better to be from than anybody else. Don't let politics and that kind of bullshit ruin, make it you think that you need to be embarrassed of where you grew up because of stupid ass politics. So you
No,
be
that's
proud of where
that's
you're
just like
from anywhere.
Proctor's text when he's talking about
Fall River.
Karen
douchebag.
Reed's Fall River, New Bedford accent, and that's a real thing. That area has an accent, but why does that make
I love
Karen Reed a
accents.
bad person? What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
No,
it
he's
has
just
nothing.
he is a small-minded turd. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this real quick. So, obviously, we, and I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant here. So just forgive me for this.
You're good.
So there's been consternation in the community between different folks. Between standout warrior and standout warrior, or content creator and standout warrior, or content creator and content creator. And when things like this happen, like from a geopolitical perspective, when we as Americans fight, we make the Russians and the Chinese job easier, because what they really want to do is sow the seeds of discord within the American populace. Because the more divided we are, the easier we are to shove over. The easier it is to beat us. So within our community as a microcosm of that, because we're very small, we're not even as big as the UFO community by comparison. When we fight with each other and we don't sort of look to resolve conflict, and look to say, it's okay if this person is upset about something. Maybe they have a right to be upset about that. Maybe I can just open space for them to feel aggrieved about something. And if I'm pissed off, maybe I can take a breather before I overreact, and then something bad happens, and now we're in this push-pull. Because if you look at these knuckleheads like the yellow cottage tails guy and the one woman who hates Turtleboy like eternally because she has some sort of mental issue with herself, we're doing the job that they want to do. We're doing the job for them. So I submit to you, please open space, take a breath, and see if you can react in a way that we can provide that space for someone to be upset and be angry, and maybe we're going to correct them on something, but maybe we're not going to go nuclear on them so that it drives a fissure in our community, because everybody here is important. Every single standout warrior, every single content creator, all the way up to the top. We need everybody in order to present a unified front to this resistance that is in the form of these police officers, the district attorney, now a special prosecutor, even the judge, the person who's supposed to have the blinders on, this person, she's going like this. That's Alan Jackson talking. So this is what I would submit, and I hope that we can try to find some forgiveness for someone that maybe you have a legitimate reason to be upset with them. Maybe there's some legitimacy in their reason to be upset with you. Maybe you can find that space within your heart to forgive them so we can all come back together as a movement, because all of you, including the people that are on this panel with us right now, are extremely important, extremely valuable, all the way up to the very top. So thank you. That's all.
Well said, DJ. So like a lot of stuff happened today, and I don't want to get into it. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of just standing back and letting it happen. But I try to reach out to anybody and everybody, even if we differ on our politics, even if I have a different opinion than you. I can talk to Grant Smith Ellis. In fact, I'm a moderator on Mike Crawford's The Young Jerk show, and we are totally of different politics, but we can get along, and I consider him a friend. And I like that, the olive branch, we can totally disagree on a lot of things, but let's talk things out.
Well, let me give you an example of how stupid politics is and how absurd it is. We are led to believe that politics is something we should embrace and we should have an enemy. So if I'm on the left, my enemy is the right. If I'm on the right, my enemy is the left. And let me give you an idea how stupid that is. Everybody that you see in this chat around you right here, Scott, Sara, Shawk, and Horrah, Kelly, Helen, and myself, you have no idea what political party we're affiliated with, if any, and you don't care. Somebody just turned on the faucet, so mute your mic if you got the faucet.
Was it me?
Okay.
It wasn't me. I thought somebody was flushing a toilet.
It was me. It was
it's
me.
fine. Just go to
I've
mute.
done that on the live before. Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
If you have to make duty or go pee pee.
No. Give me my dog
sure you're
water.
muted.
Give me
For the
my dog
microphone.
water.
So the point is that you've connected with everybody that's on this panel right now. Every one of us has, and nobody knows because what's important is the human being party, and we're all the American party. That's the party, not the bullshit.
Exactly,
left, right.
DJ.
They're full.
It's we the people.
Shit. And you won't hear
It's
me
we
say
the
that
people.
again.
If we take the Karen Reed case, we're all together for justice. That's it.
That's it. That's what matters is human beings coming together because we all want the same thing. The cable news channels and the political parties are going to drive you apart because it helps them, because they want you not to see something common in the other side. They want you to get a bumper sticker that says that party sucks. or that
They
person.
want to polarize
Exactly.
everybody.
Yeah, and that's not what we want. We are human beings first, and then we're Americans, and that's what matters is that we're all Americans. And it was Patrick Henry that said, "United we stand, divided we fall." The same guy that said, "Give me liberty or give me death." So that's enough. That's the last time I want to say the word politics on this show, other than politics sucks. All right.
I agree.
We got to close the show tonight. We did good. We did an hour and 35. So you guys going to come back and hang out
Of
for
course.
a listener roundtable?
Sure. Let me know. I'm on X under the same name, so I don't really. I mean, I speak up on occasion when certain people say stupid stuff, but most of the time, I call myself the lurker, and I'll follow. I believe I follow Scott on there. I don't know for sure, but yeah, I never even knew what X. Like I've had X, and I actually made a new X to go on there for this, but I didn't even know how to use it. Like I'd never used it prior to this, so.
You can just say, "Yo, DJ, what's up?" and you don't use it. Beatrice says the same thing. I don't know how to use X. Just send a tweet or read a tweet. All right. I got to give it up for my homegirl, Sherry Dizzle. So give me a second here, Scott. Are you ready?
Yep.
Sherry's amazing.
Sherry Dizzle, thank you so much, my homie. I got more. I say I have one love for people. I got at least two loves for you. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, girlfriend.
Thank you.
I also wanted to say thank you for doing the what do you call it? The UFO stuff and really explaining that, because honestly, for
Once a month.
it's not something I've ever even. I mean, to me, I was like, I don't know what people are talking about, and I've seen a couple movies, but I mean, watching that show the other day really opened my eyes to what people can actually see. So,
Well, Kelly, you can see I bring on. I find co-hosts that are smarter than me, and that's the key.
well, on that subject, I could not help you, but
thank you. Thank you, Valhalla, the official lawyer of Calling All Beings, even though she's retired. And I'm hoping that my homegirl Helen from Brazil, vota de Calling All Beings.
Anytime you give me, anytime you
No,
give me
Helen's still
opportunity,
here.
I'll be back.
You're gonna
I'm
come
here.
back? All right. We're gonna have you on the
Anytime give
listener roundtable.
opportunity. Yeah. Oh yeah. Anytime.
You down? Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Cool,
down.
man. Sara, Shawk, and Horrah. I don't know what happened. Indiana, is that where the what's that show on Netflix with the kids, and then there's the Demogorgon and all the stuff, Stranger Things?
Stranger Things, yeah.
Hopefully, did she get swallowed up by a Demogorgon or something? What
Christina,
happened?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know what happened. Yeah, she's not in chat either, so maybe something came up. I don't know.
She's in the Upside
we
Down?
live in the Upside Down anyway with this.
Yeah.
So
For real.
All right, I gotta say thanks to everybody in the chat, man. You guys have been so dope. Clerk Jim, Miss Jessica MBZ, Sherry Dizzle, the most giving, most amazing. Thank you so much, Sherry. Hopefully you're gonna call me later. We gotta talk and talk like with a New York accent. She's from New York as well. But I think she's from. Are you from Staten Island, Sherry? No. Do I have that right? We live Stranger Things.
Yeah, we definitely do, Julie. 100%.
All right. Thank you. Jerry Harris. Hello. Welcome back. I didn't know you were here. Thank you, M. Let me let all you guys say goodbye to the chat. I'll shut up, man. You guys can say goodbye to the chat, and then we'll take us out of here.
I'll just say thank you guys for all the love and support and prayers. And Jessica, you're so cute with all the stuff that you say. So
She is.
I love
Jess.
I love you guys. Honestly, you guys are like family, whether you don't know me or not. I see you as family. So
You know us now.
I know, and I'll be happy to come back on. We'll see you guys soon. I'm gonna check out.
Thank you.
Thank
Shawk
you.
and Horrah.
Bye.
Well, me?
No, I just want to say, can everybody get over their own faults? I'll admit to my mistakes. There's been a lot of heart and soul invested in this, and people have messed up, including myself. Can we just step back, apologize, and stay together? We're on this mission. That's it.
Thank you, Scott. Well said. Sorry seems to be the hardest word, and I say it pretty much on a weekly basis. Helen, closing thoughts or maybe a goodbye to the chat, ma'am.
Oh, thank you very much for having me on, and I'm agree with Scott, and this fight with the gringos fights, we need to stop. We need to unite it together, and that's what the movement was about, and not this petty stuff. I'm done. I don't want to see anybody else fighting. Like, just stick together. That's all.
Eu amo Brasil.
Também.
All right. All right. Shawk and Horrah.
Yeah, I want to echo a little bit of what Scott and Helen have said. A quote that I read a long time ago that applies to every aspect of life is, it's not the intent, it's the impact. And I try to think about that every day. And, I haven't been to standouts. I have never met the Reeds, but I try to put myself in the place of feelings get hurt, valid, maybe not valid to some people. But the point is, there is still a woman who is fighting for her life. And, if folks can try to remember to focus on that, we can all still come together to get through it, even if we don't have to get along. We don't have to get along on a personal level to continue to fight for what actually matters, which is freeing Karen. So, yeah, words matter. Again, it's not the intent, it's the impact. I encourage everybody to think about that, to use it. But free Karen Reed, man, that is what that is about to me. Free Karen. I put everything else aside. Maybe it's easier for me to, because I keep myself on the outside of the bubble. But I just try to think about how I would feel if I were her, and let's do the damn thing and get this woman acquitted.
Well, I was at court recently for a long hearing day, and there was a short break where Karen Reed was able to talk to all of us in person. Obviously, I'm OG boots on the ground, so I've gotten to be up close and personal with them. Her parents, Karen herself, her cousin Kelly Reed, and is very appreciative of everybody in the Free Karen Reed movement. And she knows that this is on the longest road. She's in danger of going to prison. That's
Exactly,
why we're
Scott.
here. We're here to save her from this bogus lie of a case. Her boyfriend was killed in another cop's house. It has nothing to do with Karen Reed.
And she can't even grieve.
Yep.
She doesn't even have the space to grieve. Yeah,
Yep.
And just a comment, the suffix, she doesn't need, whatever drama's going on, she doesn't need it. She doesn't need whatever she's hearing about that people are texting and calling her, she doesn't need it. So let's bring the love, let's bring the energy, and most importantly, let's bring the forgiveness. And remember, the Maya Angelou quote, just to tack on to what Sara said, people won't remember everything you say, they're going to remember how you made them feel.
Yep.
So on behalf of Shawk and Horrah and Scott and all the mods, Sherry, Julie, and Beezy, and hopefully Kelly is doing well tonight, and everybody in the chat, in Mizzy and the Hizzy, M, Jim, peace, one love.
Love y'all.
We'll see you down the road. We're always
Bye.
wondering what's up